Andrea Johnson is the biggest manipulator and liar I've come across in my life. Those were the exact same words from IDAC investigator Mantsha Raphesu. She completely exposed all of Andrea Johnson's lies. These people are so corrupt that every word that comes out of their mouth is a lie. Because if they dare to tell the truth, that's the day they're going to prison. Dear viewers, welcome to today's podcast. Grab your cup of coffee and relax, because you're about to hear one of the biggest confessions yet. Andrea Johnson buried these truths completely. She went to the ad hoc committee to lie throughout. These people run this country like their personal business. Please do us a favor. Like this video, share it with everyone, and let's expose these criminals. Don't forget to subscribe. Type in the comments, enough is enough. Let's fight to nail these criminals. Jabulani, roll the clip.
The tasking to say I must go and find out from him what did he do on this matter.
Did you speak to Mr. O'Sullivan
I did
following the tasking?
I did speak to Mr. O'Sullivan.
And what did he give you, or what did he say? And when I say you, I mean IDAC.
Yes. No. What he provided to me, he gave me a letter. I'm not sure whether it was the letter to the minister or from the minister, but it has something to do with that. So he also provided me with the report. On that report, there's something that we call CPB, where you check people's details or something like that. So those details, he provided them via email.
And whose details were there in that document? Do you remember?
It was Brigadier Mukwele's details.
Okay.
So when he forwarded the emails to me, I also noticed on the email that information was sent to Andrea Johnson on the 5th of December 2025 already.
And sent
my apologies, sorry, Commissioner Balo.
If it's a topic that you were going to cover, I'm happy to leave it. I just thought you were moving away from these notes.
Two parts. I wanted to correct the date from the witness, which is it's dated December. We'll ask the attorneys to hand up the 2 January. Sorry, 5 January is the date of the 2 emails that were sent. I'll ask the attorneys to distribute them to everyone. The consultation with Mr. O'Sullivan is dealt with in upcoming section.
Okay, I'm leaving it. You should have stopped me earlier.
My apologies. As long as I keep track of jumping around, I'm comfortable with moving forward.
Okay, all right. Mr. Raphesu, we're going to stop here, and then Ms. Bowe will take you through her paces.
Thanks, Commissioner. Mr. Adams, we interview him. He provides us with further information that we asked for. Just to cut the matter short, we obtained the supplementary affidavits, 4 supplementary affidavits. The 4 supplementary affidavits were commissioned by myself. So,
before we go too far into the commissioning, perhaps let's start with what was the purpose of your consultation?
The purpose of the consultation was to provide Mr. Adams with an opportunity to clarify issues about the dockets. And before that, we became aware that he was complaining that he could not have put most of the information in the dockets. So we wanted to find out from him what more did he have to give to us.
Okay, and through that process, you were then with him preparing supplementary affidavits.
That is correct.
Would this be supplementary to the A1 statements that were in the dockets?
That is correct.
Now, I just want to use one as an example, one of the supplementary affidavits. If we can go to file 9, Page 3485, I think is where the first one is.
Three, 4.
Oh, 3485.
I'm the commissioners in chair.
Okay, so you will see there. Thank you. My apologies. I look at the screen. You will see there that, can you confirm that that is one of the supplementary affidavits you took with Mr. Adams?
I confer, Chair and commissioners.
And you'll see when you look through the affidavit, it's probably like 2 pages long.
That is correct.
And you'll note that even in terms of detail, it's almost as thin as the A1.
That is correct.
Can you explain why this is in particular? Because the team went to Cape Town to obtain further particulars, and I would assume to get more information so that you bolster up the A1 that's in the dockets.
That is correct, Chair. But the purpose of the exercise was not for us, for us to tell him what to tell us. We wanted to get from him what he's going to give us. So basically, he gave us the same thing that was in the A1A.
And in consultation, did you bring that to his attention that you're not telling us anything new?
Yeah, if it was in a normal way, I was going to tell him that you're not giving us fuck all. But the problem now is he's an honorable member. So I couldn't have, but just to tell the truth, we went there for nothing.
And then by way of documents, because that's also one of the other purposes, to obtain documents from him.
Yes, the main purpose was to obtain documents from him. Not literally the main purpose to obtain the documents from him, but we were hoping that he will give us something to substantiate the allegations. So when we were busy typing his affidavit, we were hoping that when he was saying that he was explaining and that he was explaining the documents, we put it in his affidavit and marked put it on the statement that is when he will be attaching documents. But however, before we could finish, he indicated that he didn't have documents to give us to attach.
Just for the record, an example of when you would indicate that a document would be attached, if we can look at the affidavit in relation to the forklift matter, which is at 3487.
Yes, commissioners.
You will see at paragraph 3, there is an indication there that documentation in this regard is attached here too as annexure FA1. Is that what you meant by you indicated in
That is correct. That is correct.
But you were not furnished with those annexures.
We were not furnished with those annexures. And just to make a point also, I'm there, Chair.
Is that the section 27 that you saw in these proceedings?
No, that is not the section 27 that I've seen.
That is, you mean that's not the one Ms. Ramsamy showed you?
That is correct, Chair.
All right.
And you note that there were material features that you don't see in this one that you saw in the one that Ms. Ramsamy shared with you?
That is correct, Chair.
And you also made observations in your affidavit about the length of this one that's in the file that was before this proceedings and the one that you saw when Ms. Ramsamy gave you.
That is correct, Chair. The one that I described, the pages were, there were more than 5, but close to going to maybe towards 10 pages.
And so sitting here now and having a look at that, you can positively confirm that this is not the section 27 that Ms. Ramsamy showed you on the 6th of December.
No, this is not the section 27 that I saw.
And furthermore, you recount in your statement at paragraph 25 that you had a discussion with Ms. Ramsamy afterwards where you confirmed to her that this is not the affidavit she showed you. Is that correct?
That is correct, Chair.
All right. And then lastly, at paragraph 26 of your statement, you then confirm a few aspects that you could recall from the section 27 that Ms. Ramsamy showed you. Can you see that?
Yes, no, that is correct, Chair.
And there you can confirm that the affidavit that Ms. Ramsamy gave you contained various matters related to the PKTT. Is that correct?
That is correct, Chair.
It made reference to Orlando CAS numbers and Valeria and not Cape Town CAS numbers.
That is correct, Chair.
And then just to demonstrate that, if you can just look at page if you can go back to the section 27 in file 2 at the top. At paragraph 1. And you see that there, the section 27 that served before this commission makes reference to Cape Town case numbers, whereas the one that you saw made reference to Orlando case numbers.
That is correct, Chair.
Thank you. And then you also confirmed that the section 27 that Ms. Ramsamy showed you contained allegations related to General Madondo and failing of a polygraph test. Is that correct?
That is correct, Chair. But also, remember, as I indicated, I was just browsing quicker, but I remember that the names were there.
And then, do you recall the matter of the forklift?
I can't remember it in detail, but there was a mention of forklift.
And then the last one I think you've already confirmed, which is the purchase of hotels and lodges and property